Yo, Still Mills, what's the deal, man? Yo, peep game. We got to talk about Charlo, man. Bro, if David Benavidez drops in weight to come and see you, and you don't oblige him, that's all the indication I need of what type of career you are looking to have, man. You just gonna be content with just chasing the Canelo Alvarez fight, and if you lose that fight, you'll be content with the payday. Shout out Godfather's Pizza on Nebraska, y'all. It's some of the best pizza I've ever had in my life. I've been everywhere from New York, Chicago. Nonetheless, Danny Jacobs just came out in an interview, I want to say a week ago, saying that they tried to line it up with you, and they would, him being politically correct. He ain't want to, get on here and really trying to stunt and all that, but pretty much saying that you declined the offer and decided to fight Juan Montiel. That is not a good look. Who the fuck is a Juan Montiel? You feel me? Who is Juan Montiel? This is what I mean by people who really get shit fucked up when it comes to Danny Jacobs. And because he didn't beat Canelo Alvarez, he wasn't the brother to beat Canelo Alvarez. So they denigrate Danny Jacobs and use him to, they denigrate Danny Jacobs and big up Charlo and Andre. And that pisses me off. Danny Jacobs is a very much so accomplished fighter at middleweight. Brother. You dig? So for you to sit there, and you would have got far more recognition from beating the Danny Jacobs in the fashion that you beat Juan Montiel in. You would have got far more, appreciation for that. Because Danny Jacobs is leagues better than Juan Montiel. Danny Jacobs in his bag is top 3 in the division that you're in. Only third to Canelo and Golovkin. He gave Golovkin a hell of a fight. Damn! Yo, this thunderstorm shit brazy, bro. It's a tree in the middle of the street. Holy shit. Damn. But for you to turn that fight down and go and fight a Juan Montiel is just egregious. Because it doesn't make sense considering how accomplished you are and the stature that you're in. Nobody was thinking about Juan Montiel. Nobody. There's no knock against that, man. But when you get an opportunity to fight an accomplished fighter who's still in a good space within his career, you jump at that opportunity. You jump at that opportunity. There's no reason why you should have chosen Juan Montiel over a Danny Jacobs when Danny Jacobs is far more accomplished than Juan Montiel. There's no reason for that. There's no reason for that. I forget the amount of title defenses he had, and I think he's like a 2 to 3 time world champion. And like that dude, Danny Jacobs is an incredible fighter. One of the greatest Golden Glove, one of the greatest amateurs in the United States. Like, the dude was a beast. He is a beast. People are just getting it fucked up that he just hasn't looked his best in his outings at 168 pounds. That just may not be his division. Even though I think in that division, he looked, in his last fight with Gabe Rosado, I said it before, man, he looked incredible defensively. He was just entirely too defensive minded. And your stock is somewhat dropped in the eyes of a lot of people, not mine, but a lot of people was feeling that you should have gone in there and outlined Juan Montiel in chalk, and you didn't. You didn't even drop him. You heard him early on. And like I said before, the fact that he was able to put you on your back foot is that's a glaring sight that we can't unsee. Had you had a performance like that with a Danny Jacobs and you won in the fashion that you won in, it'd have been a lot more like, yo, that's Danny Jacobs. And that's his best fight on his resume. if you was to have that type of fight with Danny Jacobs. But you had that fight with Juan Montiel. Nah, bro. And you just won't fight Andre, and you just, it's like you're really just content with just having a mediocre career. Because there's no reason why you should have ducked Danny Jacobs. There's no reason why you should have turned Danny Jacobs down in favor to fight Juan Montiel. Because just no. Fuck no. Hell the fuck no. That's not a good look, man. So with David Benavidez, after you called him out, oh man, he got to have a COVID test to fight me. I ain't fighting nobody under the age of 25. You put all these crazy stipulations on him, and then, after you called him out, here come all the stipulations after you called him out. All right, cool. So you know what? This is what I'll do. I'll drop to 160 pounds and come holler at you. Since you just won't move up, I'll drop down to 160 to come holler. He's putting himself at a disadvantage. That extra 8 pounds means something when you losing that shit. You dig? He may be dehydrated. He's gonna be, you're gonna be in your comfort zone. You're gonna be in your comfort zone, and he's gonna step in your household to come and holler at you, bro. And you're not gonna. If you don't take that fight, my dude, then anybody supporting this nigga needs to really be banished from existence. Not killed, but just existence how we know it, you dig? Just go in a black hole and high up under a rock somewhere. Because that's unacceptable, man. This is a man that, by a lot of people's estimations, is pound for pound. Look at BoxRec. He's on their top 10 pound for pound list over his brother, who was doing excellent work at 154 pounds. They have Jamal rated above Jermell. That's ridiculous to me. So if you fight, if David Benavidez decides to come holler at you, and you do not oblige him, bro, that is going to be that's not a good look. Yo, you gonna look like you don't want no real smoke. You don't want no real smoke. Because there's absolutely no justification for you fighting Andre. You should be jumping on that opportunity, man. But you just, for whatever reason, you don't like him. All right, it is what it is. But once again, the stipulations. You go fight him. Go fight Juan Montiel. See how you do against him. Even though he fought a dude that's better than Juan Montiel and beat him. And both of you look troubled in the fight. Both of you look troubled in the fight. Both of you look troubled in the fight. Like, oh shit, this nigga is really giving me all that I can handle. And y'all were able to persevere. Y'all were able to persevere. Y'all got to get on the ball, bro. Y'all can't. This shit is just unacceptable. It is completely unacceptable. It is unacceptable for you as a champion to sit there and just be content with fighting Sergey Derevianchenko and Juan Montiel, bro. That shit is not cool. It's like, but Danny Jacobs done ran up on you and all that, and banged on you. And it's like, you ain't, your whole demeanor during the interview, before you got the, you was in your bag, you was feeling yourself. It's a different story when a nigga in your presence, you dig? When he in your space, he in your face, like, nigga, what's good? Like, what you on? Sometimes I definitely don't think he shook. I would never say that Charlo was shook, but the energy was just different. It was hella different. Like, all right, man, like, because that man is a threat. You ain't scared of that nigga, but that man is a legitimate threat to your O. So when he got in your face and said, I know your gun off, like, nigga, like, it was unsettling to you. It was unsettling to you. And then when he left, you got you got back in your bag. And it's just like, bro, I don't know why you just kind of, your energy towards Danny Jacobs just is not there, bro. And that is a good fight. That is a good fight, bro. Your next opponent you fight is that's gonna tell the tell of your career. That's gonna tell where you want to be at in your career. If you do not fight somebody of worth, if Danny Jacobs sends you another offer and you reject it, wow. If David Benavidez drops and you reject it, wow. We already know you're gonna reject Andre and you're gonna go, fight. I mean, shit. Who is it? Who? Jack Colclay or whatever. You're gonna go and look for him next? You get a say in your career. Why? Because it's your career. Don't talk this Lions only shit and then do some pussycat shit. Danny Jacobs is a valued opponent in the middleweight division. So valued that they're talking about moving him up to fight Joe Smith at light heavyweight. That's that man's value. That's that man's worth. He's been on he's headlined 2 pay-per-views. 2 of them. No, I'll take that. Well, the Zone, I think they do pay-per-views as well. But you're gonna have to get with it, bro, because at this point you looking shaky. You looking hella shaky. Stop looking shaky. Lions only, right? Alright. Lions don't back down from the hyenas, man. They bang with the hyenas. Go get that hyena, my nigga. Peace.